morning. As you know, I am Jalendran, maybe biomedical students will not be knowing. I am assistant professor working in our department since 2009 college. And, we have completed a course on innovation ambassadorship last year, and we are assigned to take the courses or sessions based on design thinking and related topics. Today our topic is case studies relevant to the entrepreneurship and design thinking and entrepreneurial practices. We are going to take up a few examples that earlier happened in some other part of the world, and what they have done and what they have achieved by choosing the design thinking process. Okay, from failure to success, how they have transformed their business. And that way we are going to discuss a few case studies. So first of all, we should discover how world's most successful entrepreneurs use design thinking to create breakthrough innovations that change industries and improve lives. And in any industry, if you are facing continuously only the failures, or if you don't get profit, then you have to change your approach. Okay, you have to conduct different surveys where we are failing, where our products fail. In such a way, the industries they have nowadays they are looking into that idea, and they have separate teams as well. And after implementing such design thinking and practices and all, they are coming up and their products are going well. Their market is booming. And here, before discussing about the case studies, what is design thinking? Actually, Monday and Tuesday you had a similar session in Idea Lab, right? Maybe a boring session somewhat. But case studies, if you look at, maybe might be interesting, I hope. A revolutionary approach to problem solving. In single sentence, if you define design thinking, it is a revolutionary approach to problem solving. So it is basically a human-centered approach. Okay, human-centered approach, empathy, the word will be coming across. You should understand our real problem, what the people are facing. Okay, and what is the correct solution? What is the proper solution? In that way, your product should be. Okay, so it is a human-centered creative methodology that helps entrepreneurs innovate by deeply understanding user needs before creating solutions. So before by creating any solution or before introducing any product into the market, they will be conducting some survey whether the product is really needed. Or in some other cases, the product which is required in India may not be required in Africa. The product required in Japan may not be required in Germany. Okay, so the geographical location also decides the requirement and the demand. That also we should have in mind, right? The prioritizes empathy and the real human experiences. Embraces experimentation through rapid prototyping, values iteration and continuous learning, transforms constraints into creative opportunities. These are the points, these are the concepts we should have in mind while doing the design thinking. For a short while, I will switch to Tamil. Before that, we were just walking, right? Later, we used horses and bulls to drive our engine and all found. And after the discovery of such engines and all, cars have been invented, right? And just compare the cars used in the initial stages of 20th century and now. Major differences are there, right? Compared to the design, compared to the looking to the performance, mileage, everything has been changed. right? Even last year model may not be available this year. Some differences, some improvements might be done, right? So that's continuous learning. Continuous based on the we will be providing, right? Petrol and diesel now replaced by electric vehicle. In future, something else may come, correct? 5 phases of design thinking. What are the 5? These are not types, phases. While developing some product, what are the steps? What are the phases you should follow? Empathize, that is, understand users' real problems, emotions, and the motivations through observation and engagement. And the Chapel story can connect with this. Define, frame a clear, actionable problem statement based on insights gathered from users. Survey. What is their actual requirement? Collect them, discuss them, and come out with a simple solution. Okay, that is the thing. And next, ideate. Generate creative, diverse solutions through brainstorming without judgment. Without judgment means it may not be final. It may change. Today's decision may change tomorrow. Correct? And here, the brainstorming session should happen. You may have one idea, I may have one idea, she may have some idea. We should sit together and discuss, this is the problem. What kind of solution we are going to provide? What are the available resources with us? Okay? And what is the budget? What is the time frame? In how long period we can complete this task? 1 week or 1 month, or it may take 1 year. Or this solution cannot be implemented. All these decisions or discussions will happen only when we sit and discuss. Okay, such concepts were happening in the sprint. 4th, the event you call as IV. You were going for IV, right? 1 week IV. Such event was taking place, brainstorming session. You were formed into a group. You were given a problem. And you had to come up with a product. It may be a working product or maybe a chart work, right? You have done, right? Every one of you attended the session, correct? And the prototype. What is prototype? Quick, low-cost models to test ideas and make concepts tangible. Tangible and feasible. And the final phase of the design thinking is testing. Gather feedback from real users and refine solutions continuously. If a medicine is introduced, new medicine, they are discovering. First, initially they will be testing with animals, correct? All of a sudden, will it be given to human? Best example, COVID-19 vaccine. 2 types of vaccines, popular vaccines, were introduced, but it took time of 6 months or 8 months. Right, 2021 March or February only we could get the vaccine, but COVID spreaded from 2020 March itself. So almost 1 year happened. Vaccine, the research and all are going on, and that is actually a quick period. Before introducing any new medicine or vaccine, it will take 5 years or 3 years of time. They will initially test with rats, then they will go for rabbits, then they will go to horse or bulls, and they will wait for the reactions. 1 month or 2 months or 6 months, what happens in their metabolic activity or whatever happens in their performance and all, they will research. Then only they will choose certain patients first, human patients. They will test on them. Based on the results only, the vaccine will be introduced into the market. Otherwise, today we are finding a medicine. Tomorrow, if it is given to you, if anything happens to you, who will be responsible? Correct? So, testing is very important before introducing it into the market. This is one example I am telling with the vaccine or medicine. It is applicable for any other product. Correct?